Whoops, started that a second too late, sorry about that. But here we are for another draft of Ixalan. This is, I think it's like the 6th one. So here's the pack. The pack is this card here. Like, why isn't it zooming? I'll have to click it. That's a pretty good pirate. This is pretty good with specifically this. Orzhov Huntmaster is good with dinosaurs. I mean, making them all one cheaper is pretty good, given like like the green 6/6/1 haste. This seems pretty good. This is a good finisher for Merfolk. Called Wings is okay. There's an okay combat trick. This sideboard card. I don't really like this guy because it's 8 mana for that effect, and you might be dead by then. Okay vampire. Okay vampire. Ryle's okay. I'm not really interested in first picking any of these. Pirates Cult is actually extremely good with pirates. Folk. I'm kind of tempted to take the Orzhov Huntmaster here. Although this is unblockable, it's pretty good. Pirate. And then no, that's too good to wheel. We could wheel like this. I'm just going to take the Orzhov Huntmaster. And, okay. And get no dinosaurs in this pack. Adanto Vanguard. Very strong vampire. Same with, well, not the same as Conquistador, but Conquistador's good in that deck. Contract Killing is good as well. This is okay. Combat Trick. That's the second Pirates Cutlass. If we had first picked Pirates Cutlass, we could just take another Pirates Cutlass and then have two Pirates Cutlasses. You know, dual wielding. Pretty good. Windstar is okay as a Merfolk. If I had first picked that Merfolk. Contract Killing. I think this Vampire is pretty strong though. Obviously doesn't go with our first pick, but you know, what can you do? Yeah, so we'll put him to the side. Again, if we had picked the first two Merfolk, we could pick this Merfolk. It's alright. It's actually pretty good in the Merfolk deck. But we do see Bishop of the Bloodstained, and that's a really good win con for the Vampire decks because it creates so many tokens, and it's going to drain for at least 3 or 4, and if not, you know, 5 or 6. Munitions. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's such a small effect, but I mean, maybe if they have a lot of pacifism, you can bring it in, and it'll be okay versus that. Otherwise, this guy's okay. I mean, in the raid deck, we can be attacking a lot with some pirates, but I think this bishop is pretty sweet with this pick here. So now, you know, Drover goes with this pick here, Orzhov Huntmaster, and Colossal Dreadmaw is good as well. Ixalan's Diviner is good as well. A second Quartermaster we could be tutoring up those cutlasses like nobody's business. I mean, this card's very strong, but Vampire Zeal does go with both of these. I definitely want to play a Vampire Zeal in my deck if I do play it, so I'm going to take it. And now we got a bit of a reward here. In Glorify of Dusk, Anointed Deacon, Mark of the Vampire, Legion Judgment, Bishop's Shoulder. All of these are actually pretty good. But I think probably Glorify of Dusk is probably the most powerful. I mean, it's just such a powerful effect. Sarah Angel for 4 life. I mean, it could be this. It's also pretty good, especially with this. I mean, that would be a sick combo. But I'm going to go with what I know here. I'm going to take this and hope to wheel maybe one of these, maybe a Legion's Judgment. I don't want to play too many Legion's Judgment because I find them sometimes they sit in my hand quite a bit. But they're always going to find, well, not always, most of the time they're going to find a target. This one's okay, especially with like a lifelink theme of like you're going to have a lot of lifelink tokens. Queen's Agent, you know, I want one of him in my deck minimum probably. If I was in Merfolk, this is a good Merfolk. This is a good, like a little bit better Giant Spider, but you have to pay double green, but that's okay. Another Merfolk here, this would be good. Dual Shot's okay, and the dinosaur decks you can trigger and rage on your own guys, and that's good against my deck specifically because it can like ping this, make me pay 4 life, and maybe get a token as well. So I think it's between Queen's Agent and Rallying Roar. And I don't think I've played a Rallying Roar, so I'm going to take it and see how it goes. Here we have Queen's Bay Soldier and Sheltering Light. And I am a big fan of 1-mana combat tricks. And Queen's Bay Soldier, nothing too interesting. Obviously it goes well with Bishop of the Bloodstained, but I'm going to take Sheltering Light for now. And here we have Legion Conquistador, Queen's Agent, and the Dusk Legion Dreadnought. I mean, the Dusk Legion Dreadnought is only crew 2. So far it doesn't really work with most of our guys because they're kind of, this is bigger, this is smaller. So I probably won't take it, I'll probably take a Vampire instead. Which one to take though? I think I probably can get another Queen's Agent, and I want to take, like, the earlier you take the Legion Conquistador, the better he can potentially be. So we did get a Queen's Agent there. Obviously, that's results orienting, but I think he does go quite late, so you can get one of him. Or I could take the sideboard card, but I will take the Queen's Agent there, because I at least want one of him. Now there's nothing much for us here. A little bit of life drain and mana ramp. Spreading Rot is an okay sideboard card, so I guess I'll take the okay sideboard card. And the reason I say it's okay is because you only want to board it in versus those rare lands, and then you might draw it when they haven't got it flipped, and then so here there's a human. Actually meant to just single click on that, but I probably won't play him because he's human. I'd rather just have all vampires. Take a Cobbled Wings just in case we come against a lot of flyers. What was I saying there about Spreading Rot? Oh yeah, like it might just destroy a basic land when they don't really care about it, because it is 5 mana, so it's pretty reasonable. Hey, we'll take the Legion's Judgment. Play one of those anyway. Looks like we're not really getting much black at all. We're getting a lot of white, which is fine. But the deck seems okay so far. Probably needs a lot more massive vampire. I meant to take this instead of Sunrise Seeker, but put it there for now. In case we want to splash something, maybe that could go well with it. Or a flying creature. So here, we could take Unclaimed Territory. Not really, because I'm just saying that because it's good with vampire. So if we wheel it, we'll play it because we're in a vampire themed deck. Mark of the Vampire is good, +2/+2 in lifelink, especially with some backup of Sheltering Light and maybe this, because it's indestructible already. We don't want this because it's going to anti-combo with this, and some of our Explore guys, we get Explorer. This is a vampire, but I think this card's quite better, a good bit better than that, because it sometimes it's 2/1 first strike, and that would trade within itself. So I'll probably just take this. Mark of the Vampire is tempting. I haven't played with it much, to be honest. I don't really know, but I'll take the card I know. Here, this pack here, I mean, this would be great in the Dino deck. I love this card. As I've seen in a lot of my Merfolk decks, I play 1 to 2 of it. This guy's an okay green card. This guy's good actually with the Sacrifice deck. I came up against that once. It was Rakdos colors, and it was actually pretty good against me. But obviously, it's gonna be called the Feast here. I say obviously because it synergizes with this, and it will if we get a Deacon, it'll synergize with that, giving them +2/+2. So it's pretty good. Deadeye Quartermaster, he's a human. He's not a vampire, so he doesn't really go in our deck. He goes in the Pirates deck. So I'm just gonna take Call to the Feast here. Now there's a second Conquistador. I mean, if we're in Pirates, that's a great Pirate card. If we're in Merfolk, that's a great Merfolk card. He's okay Pirate as well. We could take the second Conquistador. I'm not too interested in that because they wheel constantly. Skullduggery is a really good combat trick, but also Skymark's Bloodletter is a great vampire. But I really do like Skullduggery, so it's between these two. I think I'm going to go with the Skullduggery. So there's a second Skullduggery. There's actually a money card, Growing Rights of Itlamok. I probably should... Oh my god. So there's actually 3 cards for it. Pirate's Interdiction, Adanto Vanguard, and Skullduggery. I kind of like Adanto Vanguard here. It's just a solid 2-drop. We're missing 2 drops. Obviously it's a great removal. But I should really check how much that's worth. But I think I sold my real money one for €4, so I assume that's worth like €1 online, maybe not even, or 1 tick. It's probably between these 3 picks. I don't think I'd fault you for picking anything here. It's personal preference right now. I'm just going to take the Adanto Vanguard. And then we get hit with an inferior 2-drop here, Queensbay Soldier. It is a vampire, so it kind of does something for us. We already have a Sunrise Seeker. Probably not looking to play 2 of them. They're quite high cost. We already have some quite high cost vampires that we want to be playing. I mean, if we're in Merfolk, this would be pretty good. Even in Pirates, it's pretty good. It's good tempo. They play a 5-drop. We put it back on top of the library. It's pretty brutal. This guy, he's human. I guess he's okay with these little vamps, but I'll probably just take the Queensbay Soldier, and we'll see if we play it in the end. Bellowing Aegisaur, that's interesting. That's super interesting. We're not in Dinos at all, but it's just a good card, especially with like Call to the Feast. It would work well with that. But I think Conquistador. I mean, 2 Conquistadors is better than 1. You know. Maybe I'm just I'm supposed to take this. I could take this as well, choose vampires, and ramp out a lot. Excuse me, a lot of vampires. I'm just gonna go for the synergy and just take the thing. We've got a nice little 2-drop here. This is a late Riverhouse Moon because the Merfolk deck is definitely real. It's really good. It's Unfriendly Fire. That's quite late as well, but I'll take the Skyblade Legion because it's a nice little flyer. What do we have here? Excuse me. This is actually really good with a Danto Vanguard, so I am actually going to take it because you can. It will take a second Legion's Judgment for the board. Probably won't play both of those in the main. And as you can see, the black is definitely being cut off from me. But I think, the black cards we have are decently powerful, so I think the deck's going to work out. I don't know if it's going to be 100% synergistic. I mean, it's definitely synergized based, but I don't know if it's as powerful as some of the last decks I've drafted. There was that quite tough pick. It was Skullduggery between a Danto Vanguard and then a Pious Interdiction. And just due to curve, I took the low card. I mean, I guess I take the foil planes, right? Is that the play there? Yeah. None of that stuff was in our colors, so we're not going to play any of it. That's my thought process there. Someone's thinking real hard and long about those last 4 cards. Or 3 cards, even. Maybe I'm going to get. So, like, I must be completely. Oh, that's kind of nice, because. Yeah, we might play that. But the Mark of the Vampire, I kept kind of passing it and like, oh, maybe we'll get it back. But obviously, that card's like really good because it's in a race format. So you put it on your guy and it's like, okay, well, like this changes the clock drastically. Can you kill this? If you can't, I'm probably gonna just run away with this thing. So I should probably be taking those higher. I think this card's really bad because they can just chump with a 1/1. Like I can chump with a 1/1 lifelinker and it doesn't even give trample. But I think Sure Strike's quite decent, so I'm gonna cut that card. Because I think it's a good combat trick. I like the combat tricks we have though, so feeling good about that. I just maybe want some. I don't know what I want. A Deacon. I probably want at least 1 Deacon. I guess I'll take this. I mean, it doesn't really matter. When there's 2 cards left and they're not in your colors, I'm just gonna take the colorless one because there's an off chance you might play it. And we've 1 pack to go, 17 cards. I don't know if they're all playable. Like Queen's Bay Shoulders is not great, but I guess I'll put the guy to my right in green. Give him a Delver. Yeah, the deck seems okay. So we got one kind of removal spell. It's more of a tricky. Oh, he's trying to put me in green. Okay. And then we have, Legion's Judgment. I like Rallying Roar because we got the Call to the Feast. Could have got some nice lifelinkers. Okay, so this we've 1 Explore card, so it's not great at all. Pillar of Origin, as I said, you can take that. There's 2 good red cards here, really good removal. A 3rd Legion Conquistador, we can get that back on the wheel though, but mainly we're going to take Deathless Agent here because we have so many vampires, so this card's pretty sweet, you can just keep coming back. And again, if you were in red, you would take this. Maybe I wheel this. That's pretty greedy though. Probably more likely to wheel this guy. And probably be decently happy to play him, so I will take the Deathless Agent here. And we'll shake up the cards so they change. There's Imperial Jumpasaur, which is a good card, but with all our small guys, it's not super good. Queen's Commission is quite nice. I like the Skyblade Legion though. If you're in red, you would take the Raptor Hatchling because that's super sweet. You can get it's like big 2 mana for 4 power almost, so it's kind of nice. Duress, sideboard card. Dinosaurs, you'd be Commune. Merfolk, you would be Tempest. So for me, it's between these 2 here. Alright. Skyblade Legion. I like the flyers. I really like the flyers, and it also goes with Raider's Wake. But I do like Queen's Commission, so I don't know. I'm gonna take the Skyblade. I really like the 2-drop. And racing format. And plus, like, there's not many decks that have flyers. I think it's mainly Pirates have some flyers. So I might be able to fly over for the win. Oh, there's Gishath, Sun's Avatar. We're not in those colors, so we won't be taking it. And I don't think it's worth any ticks. So Looks like there's practically nothing in this pack for us. Sideboard card, a card that we're not going to play. So I'll probably just hate draft something, I guess. And for that reason, I'm probably just going to take Ixalan because it might be worth a tick. So, yep, I guess I'll take that. Now I'm just going to swivel around, make sure everything's all good. Looks like there's no cards again for us. There's Blightkeeper. He's okay, I guess. I can play one of them, but we're... I don't know. We'll see. Sorcerer's Spyglass. I guess we could sideboard that. Like, there's literally not much here. Yeah, I guess I'll take the Sorcerer's Spyglass, and we'll put it there, and we'll put the Ixalan there. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the Ixalan. I should have given some Naya Dinosaur, the Dinosaur player, the dream. So we got a foil Blightkeeper anyway. Man, we're getting nothing here. What is going on? What's Dowsing Dagger do? Dowsing Dagger +2/+1. Ugh. Well, with flyers, actually, that's pretty solid. That is actually pretty solid with flyers. We have, well, 1, 2, and then like this is decent with it. Guess I'll take Dowsing Dagger. Isn't that like a One Trap Reaver is really good Merfolk, by the way. That's a good draw. Siren's Ruse is good. So I'm gonna take the Dowsing Dagger. I know I'm taking a bunch of rares here, but there's like nothing else for me to pick, so I might actually play that in my deck. Here's the fourth or fifth, maybe third or fourth field rune we've seen. I don't know what's happening here. I'm getting cut to pieces. I'm not seeing any cards in my deck. Like that's not a vampire. That's not a vampire. I'm not gonna play this. This is a bad side. Not a bad sideboard card, but not a great one. Siren Stormtamer is a good card, but I'm not in that color, so I'm just it feels like I'm rare drafting here, but I want to take cards from my deck, but there's nothing from my deck. So I'm going to take the Star of Extinction because it might be worth a tick. You know, commander players might want it online. Jesus, look at that late unfriendly flyer. I guess it should have been in red, but at least there's a card for our deck, so I'll take the Legion Conquistador. And I could take a 4th Legion Conquistador, but I'll probably take the 3rd Skyblade Legion because I really like it with Dowsing Dagger. Looks like we're coming up on playables. We're almost there. We can play the Legion Gentleman if we need to. I'd rather not though, because surprising amount of times it'll just sit in your hand, especially against Merfolk or vampires. I'm liking this Dowsing Dagger with 3 Skyblade Legion. I'd like a couple more playables for me to get rid of this Queen's Bay Soldier. It's one of our worst 2-drops. That was a huge dry spell. How many rares did we take? We took 1, 2 mythics. And then we took the Sorcerer's Spyglass, so that's 3 rares we took. Or 4, plus the Dowsing Dagger. Just rare drafting. And what are we going to get now? That is the question. Magic Online, have you frozen? That's the real question. I hope not. Really hope not. I mean, this is a long time. Potentially. Alright, I'll just check some names, judge them. Trash. You run. It is mine. Very medium. Lynch Sliver, great name. Ren Flesh, I kind of like that. I feel like I recognize that name. Use to lose. That's kind of funny. Shivan Smackdown, I kind of like that. That's a throwback to the old Shivan Dragon. Could take Pillar of Origins. We do have a lot of vampires, 14 creatures, but I'll probably take the Conquistador here. Look at that late unfriendly fire. It's definitely in the wrong colors. Take a Judgment for the board. We'll take a Duress for the board. At least the deck kind of just like, we have enough playables. Look how cut black was though. Someone was heavy in black. I guess I'll take Opt if I ever play Standard online. I never will. PJ Nardu, I kind of like that. Error Man, it's kind of funny. Got the Pirate's Prize there, it's pretty sweet. And yeah. And I'm pretty sure this is the exact deck I'm going to run. It doesn't seem too bad. This seems sweet with flyers. Rallying Roar seems sweet with the tokens. The 4 Conquistador is pretty funny. I will be tutoring up many a Conquistador and playing valueless 2/2s. They actually got a lot worse without the Deacon of the Anointed. So that will be the deck, and thanks for watching, guys.